Matthias, are you there? Can you hear us? Hi, Matthias, are you there? Can you hear us?
Hello, how are
Hi,
you?
how are you? So it's the two of us,
I'm
Matthias, the
fine.
two of us, and our guest from Greece. So we were discussing in Greek, but we will be switching in English now. So
Yes.
so no issue at all. So Miss Areti was talking about this question that you can see in our screen. So Areti, yes, please feel free, and sorry to interrupt you.
So I make sure that means that I have a daily schedule, a rendezvous with myself, which includes 1 hour per day exercise, walking, so I can release stress and have the time to to take a breath. Also, I never sacrifice my sleeping schedule, and I never sacrifice my time to read something or to hear music or to just just to switch off all the external
Noise.
noise. So I make time every day, and I never break this schedule that keeps my sanity in good shape.
Amazing.
That
Thank you.
this is the way that I can really rest.
Great, great. Thank you for sharing this, Areti. Miss Sophia?
Yes, thank you. Well, I think, let's say, the easiest thing I find myself, turning to when I need to rest is my spiritual practice, which mainly includes yoga and meditation.
Great, good. I'm happy for that. Happy for that.
Me too.
Areti, you wish to share something because the hand is raised. You wish to share something else? Okay,
No,
perfect.
no, it's okay.
No problem. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, thank you for sharing that. Basically, these are amazing practices that we need all of us to feel that we can rest, because definitely we need to rest, and rest is in brackets as well. We're not referring to sleeping only patterns. We're referring to really how we rest our minds, our bodies, our hearts, and our spirits in what's happening around us on a daily basis, and how we manage this autopilot way that we are facing every day, and we cannot escape sometimes from this autopilot, because we don't even realize consciously or unconsciously that we are not in an autopilot. And this could be quite damaging for our health and for our mental balance during our lives. So I will continue. I think Matthias is out, but anyway, let's continue. Let's continue in English.
I'm here, but I can focus in 10 minutes from now or 15 minutes.
That's okay, Matthias. No issue. That's
Like 10
okay.
minutes.
That's okay. Okay, so we continue then to see what are the two main practices that can help us really rest, which is basically, the essence of our webinar today. So the two main practices, gratitude and mindfulness. And what do we mean by gratitude and mindfulness? I think this is important just to clarify. So in terms of the theory, gratitude is a deep, positive emotion and mindset characterized by acknowledging and appreciating the good things in one's life. It involves recognizing and being thankful for the positive experiences, people, and circumstances that contribute to one's well-being and happiness. So theory tells us that gratitude is this deep, positive emotion. What I would like to hear to stress, and then I can hear you from your side, what do you think gratitude is? I would like to stress the difference between being thankful and being grateful. And before emphasizing that, do you have any quick comment on what is thankfulness and what is gratefulness, and how we feel when we feel thankful and when we feel grateful? Because in Greek, it's a little bit more challenging, but in English, the difference is quite strong. It's quite obvious in English. So if I may support you in this, being thankful is what we say in Greek, for example, thank you. Ευχαριστώ, for example, thank you. But we say usually we are thankful, which is something instant. It's something that's happening one time in our lives, and it's usually transactional, which means that I go, for example, to the doctor, he gives me a treatment or something, and I say thank you. Or I go to the supermarket, I buy something, I pay, and I say thank you. Or someone is giving me a gift, and I say thank you. But what's the difference with being grateful? Being grateful is deep, is longer, is of a longer duration, and it's much more emotional. It's much more emotional, and usually it connects us in a deeper purpose or in a deeper gratitude level that we have, in a different gratitude level that we have against someone or against something in our lives. So we are grateful, for example, when, let me give you an example now that it just popped my mind. One time I was I took my bicycle in the morning at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, and I went around the gardens here around our compound in Doha, and I was cycling. And there are a lot of gardeners that they are from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and all these people. And there was one old guy, I would say really old, like 70 years old, maybe 75, trying to work and garden. He was sitting on a bench at that time, having a little bit of his breakfast, which is very simple, some kind of rice with some water, basically, nothing. So I just felt the need to go back home, take some money, and bring him back and give it to him out of nowhere, just like this. It was just an inspiration of the moment and just a feeling and emotion of the moment. So I gave him around 50 euros, around 50 euros. I could not imagine his reaction. His reaction was that he took the money and he started praying on his knees, praying really on his God, whatever his God he was, right? I was almost in tears because of this, right? Because he was so grateful for what happened to him unexpectedly at 6:30 in the morning from a stranger, right? And I'm not saying that because I did this. I'm saying that to reflect his emotion and his reaction and how grateful he was, because this for me was really the actual act of being grateful and the actual emotion of being grateful. So this is what we mean between the difference of thankful and grateful. I hope this helps you a bit, because sometimes we forget in our daily lives, in our daily autopilot status, we forget this kind of the difference between being thankful and being grateful. Now, what is mindfulness? So mindfulness is, as per the theory again, mindfulness is a state of active and non-judgmental awareness of the present moment. It involves intentionally paying attention to one's thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and the surrounding environment without getting caught up in judgment or reactivity. Anyone here to support this statement? Would you translate that? What it means to you? If there's something additional that you wish to support this statement with, or the theory, how do you feel? How do you feel the mindfulness in yourselves? What does it mean to you? Okay, I will share what it means to me and how this maybe can support all of us. So mindfulness, yes, it's basically how we really being present. For me, number one is the presence of mindfulness. Being present at all times in whatever we are doing, whatever we are feeling, whatever we are practicing, whoever we spoke with, whoever we're speaking to, or whoever we are engaging with, whatever we're engaging with. So presence for me, it's very, very important there for mindfulness, being in this present and active status. And of course, the non-judgmental, not being judgmental is also extremely important. Because what do we mean by not being judgmental? It means that, for example, when we are thinking, when we have some thoughts about something which is happening in our lives, and that we have thousands of thoughts on a daily basis, how we stay neutral when we are filtering these thoughts. How can we stay really neutral without judging, without criticizing, without punishing, even punishing sometimes ourselves, or even if the thoughts are negative or positive, which usually are negative, unfortunately. Most of our thoughts usually are negative. and we have this negative self-talk and negative thoughts and doubts and fears and anxiety around this. So how can we do that without criticizing, without being judgmental? For me, this is mindfulness. And of course, mindfulness is all the feelings and all the emotions that we can experience at every single moment. Would that cover you? Do you think? Would you have something to add? Is it something that it resonates with you, or you have some specific example you wish to share? Okay, I move on then to the main benefits of gratitude and the main benefits of mindfulness. So this will now we go a little bit deeper to see real the benefits of gratitude and mindfulness. Gratitude, it supports us with better sleep and stress reduction, because the better we sleep, the less stress we can have. And this is scientifically proven, of course, right? So how is gratitude connected to the better sleep? It has also proven that when we are really feel grateful and we're really practicing gratitude before we go to bed, these 5-10 minutes before getting to bed, or when we are in bed and we're trying to sleep, this immediately supports us in calming down. It supports us in being a little bit more joyful, a little bit more calm, basically, so that we can go into the sleep mode much easier and much faster, and with less disturbances or less stress during the night. So if we do this continuously on a longer term, then the main benefit is the stress reduction. So we are getting this benefit of reducing our stress in lives only by this gratitude practice before going to bed. Another significant benefit is that we're enhancing the relationships, and we're getting the empowerment, self-empowerment, and empowerment from third parties that we need. How do we do that? When we are expressing our gratitude to people to people around us, our loved ones, our friends, our family, then we are really getting into this state of getting the self-empowerment that we need, because we feel more present, we feel more grounded, and we feel that we are really supporting our loved ones. And in this way, we are receiving back from them same feelings and same emotions of empowerment. The third big benefit is the increased resilience. So, yes. So increased resilience to adversities, resilience to any challenging situations and any challenging conditions or things or events that are happening to our life. How do you do that? Why gratitude, and how gratitude increases our resilience? It increases our resilience because we learn how to be happy and how to be calm and how to be grateful for the little things that are happening in our lives positively, or for the little things, whatever things we have in our life right now. So when you start recognizing that we have these things in our life right now, immediately anything that comes up or life throws on us, immediately we are starting building this resilience in order to be able to cope with it. And not only coping, but also thriving. Because in the beginning we try to cope, but when we are surpassing this status of coping with something challenging, then we can also thrive. Because first of all, we need to cope, and then we need to thrive or grow through this situation. So the gratitude helps us really being present and being happy with what we have right now, and then slowly we're building this resilience. If you have any comment or something that you wish to contribute, please feel free. It's good to have a more interactive discussion, because otherwise you make me feel that I'm talking just by myself. So mindfulness. Respectively, for mindfulness, we have three main benefits. We have improved mental health, which means less anxiety and less depression. Again, a big question. How is this happening? Mindfulness is being present. Mindfulness is being non-judgmental, which means that the more we realize that we live in the present, the right time, the right moment, in the right situation, and we are fully aware of what is happening at this moment, like now that we're talking, right? We're fully engaged. And we are fully engaged in what we are sharing here and what we are explaining. So the more we are mindful, the more we're present here, we're not thinking of the past and we're not thinking of the future. This is the big difference. So when you're focused in something, that's why also the second point is about focus and concentration. When we're being mindful, we're not thinking of the past and we're not thinking of the future, because the past creates us beliefs, maybe restricting beliefs, maybe creates us. I'm sorry, there's some noise. Maybe someone has the microphone on. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So if you're not thinking of the past, we don't get engaged on regrets, for example, or negative things that happen in the past, and then we lose our concentration, focus, and our presence. And when we're thinking in the future, then again, we have anxiety and we have stress on what may happen in the future. So by being mindful, we avoid being in the present and we avoid being in the future. And unfortunately, we have such a beautiful mind and we have such a beautiful capabilities and skills in our minds and our hearts that when we're thinking only in the future, only in the past, and only in the future, then we're definitely stressed. We're definitely stressed. We cannot avoid that. So the solution is here is being mindful. Yes, Arati.
How can we apply those two in our business life? Because we have to focus also in the future, what the goals, for example.
Sure. Sure. Because the goals, there are two different levels of anxiety and stress here, and I think this is what you're asking. Because when we are creative and we want to do something which we know and we are very well aware of what we want to achieve, by knowing who we are, first of all, then we can be focused and concentrate on what we want to achieve. So we're feeling one side calm because we know who we are and we know what we want to achieve. At the same time, we know we are mindful and we are fully aware and conscious of what we need to do now in order to achieve our future vision. And so if we know this and we are very conscious, then we can do the right steps in a more peaceful and more calmful and more confident way in order to really achieve what we need to achieve in the future and our goals and objectives. The question is, the challenge is when we are not sure what we want to achieve. If we are not sure what we want to achieve, then we are getting into this high stressful situation where we are doubting ourselves, we're challenging ourselves. What if I do this and something goes wrong? What if I do that and something goes wrong? Did that cover you a bit?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. So focus and concentration is a big benefit. Why? Because it gives us the efficiency, the effectiveness, and the productivity of the right of the moment, of the right moment of the present, of now. So if we are focused and when concentrated, then we can be more productive. If I was not focused now with you here, talking to you, looking at the camera, trying to connect with you energetically and emotionally, I would not be productive. I would not be able to really give my best to make you understand and make you feel own this this relationship and own this connection and own this knowledge. So it's the same thing that everything we do in our lives. If we are focused and concentrated, then we can be more productive in our jobs, in projects, with our kids, with our family, with our husband, wife, whatever it's important for us to be focused and concentrate. And one main big third benefit of mindfulness is, of course, increased self-compassion and acceptance, because this is very big in our society. It's very big in our society right now, unfortunately. Being self-compassionate and be self-forgiving and understanding who we are and how we accept ourselves for who we are, it's a very big challenge for a lot of people right now. For all of us and for different periods of our lives. We all pass through these different kind of emotions. And the question is how we find ourselves back to being balanced and integrate, this balance and this harmony in our life. And of course, acceptance is very well tied with that, because if we're not self-forgiving and we're not self-compassionate, we cannot accept ourselves. We don't have the right amount of self-acceptance. And if we don't have this self-acceptance, we don't feel accepted by anyone else. You see how it goes? It's like a roller coaster there. It's like a snowball effect. So we need to be, the more mindful we are, the more self-compassionate we can be, the more self-acceptance we provide to ourselves, and we say, yes, I know who I am, I know my weaknesses, I know what I did wrong, I can manage my regrets, I can manage my past decision. It's okay to make mistakes, and all this way of approaching things. And in this way, I accept myself more. I feel that I'm worthy, very important. I feel that I'm enough. And then I can get this acceptance back from the people I work with, the people I connect with, the people I love, because in this way, I reflect it. When I am self-accepting myself, I can reflect this self-acceptance to others, and then I can receive it back. Yes, Matthias.
Yes, Tassos, thanks for the beautiful notions. My camera is not working. It gives error. I don't know why.
It's okay. No issue.
I was to add one thing here related to the past experiences we face. Many people, when they face failures in the past, they carry the disappointment with them throughout the years. It is suggested by experts that we carry the lesson, not the disappointment. We learn the lesson and we carry the lesson, not the disappointment. We leave the disappointment in the past.
Thank you, Matthias. Appreciate this point. Yes, because in the end, what should stay, is the knowledge, and it's the lesson from every situation, either negative or positive. It's very correct to have this approach in our lives and look at the lesson, because everything what happens to us is happening sometimes for a reason, depending on how spiritually also we face things. It's directly connected with the lesson. Thank you, Matthias. So if I could move on here, I would go to 4 main ways, easy or difficult, you will tell me, to relax our minds. So the first one is really slow down. Okay, and then you tell me, okay, Tassos, it's very easy to say slow down. How do you do it? Right? How do we do it when we are living in this restless world? Yes, but by slowing down, we have to see the benefits. So slow down maybe for me means step back, take a couple of breaths. For someone else, it means maybe not trying to do too many things at the same time. Maybe it means focus. Slow down may mean for some people, yes, I need to relate to people only that I know I can spend time and invest time, and not with anyone or everyone or whatever. So there are different possibilities to slow down. And feel free either to chat or send by chat, or also go live on the phone or the microphone and tell me for you what are the ways to slow down your mind, especially your mind. The number 2 way is to cultivate the mindset. So what do we mean cultivate the mindset? We mean by being conscious, 100% conscious, that we need to relax our minds, that we need to be present, that we need to be non-judgmental to our thoughts, so that from all the thousands of thoughts that we have during the day, we can pick and select the ones that are really meaningful for us and that really make sense, or that they're important for us. So I think this is what we mean by cultivating the mindset, is that we need to be conscious of what is happening in our mind at every moment, and not unconscious. Savor the moments. Of course, by being mindful and being able, to relax our minds, we have to savor the moments. We have to go out. When we go out for a walk, we need to be able to see the flowers. We need to be able to see the trees. We need to be able to see the birds. We need to feel the earth when we walk on the earth. We need to feel the taste of the water, of the food when we are when we're enjoying this. So it's really important to engage all our senses to this moment in order to be able to savor these moments. How many times have we been on holidays or been in different kind of experiences, and when we're looking back and we try to remember things, we forget completely. And amazing things happen, magical things may happen around us, and we just forget them. And we need our photos just to remember things out of the photo, because we were not there present. So we never really caught these moments. We just took pictures. We just took photos. It's like, going in an amazing place and you're with your mobile phone, just taking photos or videos all the time. And then you remember everything through the phone because of the photo and the video. What a loss there. What a missed opportunity there, really, to feel things and really to experience things. And of course, embrace the gifts, because when we're mindful and we're there and we're present and we can enjoy the moment, we can feel the senses, we can have this conscious mindset, and we can slow down, then we can enjoy the gifts. Then we can enjoy the gifts of gratitude. Then we can enjoy the gifts of mindfulness, the gifts of experiencing, the gifts of connecting with the nature, connecting with our loved ones, connecting and really enjoying the moments. These are the gifts. The gifts is the connection, the spiritual connection, is the connection with the earth, is the connection with our loved ones, with our kids, with our family. It's the connection with the planet, the spirits, however, depends how spiritual someone is and which things are important for each one, of course, right? So 3-step process, it's a simple way to really, manifesting, let's say, our gratitude, renewing our gratitude, manifesting our gratitude, I would say, with a 3-step process. Express. So we need to express our gratitude. There are different ways to express our gratitude. Some people, they just really thinking internally only and being grateful internally. Maybe before they go into bed, as we discussed before, maybe during the day, they express the gratitude to themselves for whatever they experience, whatever they enjoy, whichever things or persons or events are meaningful in their lives, and they are grateful for them. Second way is to express to others. So we express openly and we communicate openly our gratitude to our family, to our loved ones, to our friends. Third possibility is to express our gratitude by journaling. For example, a lot of people journal during their days. A lot. I journal from time to time. I journal when something happens really, really important in my life, and I want to journal it because I want to express maybe my emotions, or maybe I want to learn a little bit more things about myself, or I want to go a little bit deeper inside, and I need to take them out of my system, let's say, out of my body, out of my mind, out of my heart in written. Is there any other way you think to express our gratitude? Would you be thinking of something different? Matthias, you wish to say something? Because
Well,
I saw you unmuted.
I have different expression setups. For example, I play music, and most of the times when I like to express something which I cannot express it with words, I can still express them through sounds. So music is the art of listening in sounds, I guess. So some people, if you know how to play an instrument, or let's say even if you are a primitive player of piano, let's say, you can still express your feelings through music.
Correct.
Or art, like drawing something, or
you are very talented anyway. So for you, art,
I have a lot of options.
You're right. Yes, art for you is very meaningful and very important. So thank you for that. Yes. A second step in the process is how we meditate, and how we meditate around gratitude, specifically around gratitude. So there are ways and there are guided meditations, visualizations that we can do, and we are doing, and I'm doing this quite oftenly by myself or with coaches or friends, about the meditation around gratitude. And if you stay until longer as well today, we can do one all together, or whoever stays until after the end of the presentation of the webinar. And of course, the third way is to practice mindfulness, right? So in this way, we are manifesting gratitude with a simple three-step process. Express the gratitude, meditating around gratitude, and practice mindfulness during our day, during our moments.
Tassos, I have a question here.
Please.
Do you think that storytelling can help as well? Like just to practice storytelling?
Yeah, for sure. It could be a way to manifest for someone. It could be a way to express their gratitude by storytelling, because some people it's part of expressing the gratitude. So either you're journaling, or maybe, as you said, you are engaged with an art or playing music. It's a way of an expression, for sure. Storytelling, yes, and stories are so powerful anyway. They're very, very powerful. So and if you're referring also to storytelling to others that are listening, yeah, for sure it can be expressing the gratitude,
because
and it
I
could
think
be
that
subconsciously as well.
Yes, I think that promotes engagement of
Yes,
your
and connection, definitely. Yes, connection.
Yes, you connect.
Definitely.
So most people they say something, but they might not tell something.
Correct. Yes, because some of us, that we may have more difficulty, to express openly our feelings and our emotions for different reasons. So yes, these kind of expressions are very beneficial and very strong to apply. So 7 ways to be kind to ourselves, because all these are connected. Feeling grateful, being mindful. It's important on how we address kindness and how we express kindness, because kindness is not only to the others. Kindness is to our body, and I'm talking about physically our body, the physical container of ours, right? Because we have this body that we are born, and we carry it until the end of our lives. So we need to be able to take care of that. We need to be able to nourish our body with the proper nutrients, the proper ingredients, the proper resources, everything that really helps us keep our body, keep this physical container of ours in a good condition, in a good situation, to avoid getting sick, to avoid getting medicines, to avoid engaging in different kind of treatments and difficult, stressful situation because of our body, let's say, failures in a way. Because we need to be able to sustain this as long as we can. So this is being kind to our body. Second, prioritize self-care. Self-care is also, and self-care here, we're not talking only the body, the physical aspect. Here we're referring also to the emotional aspect, and to the mental aspect of self-care, and of course to the spiritual. But mainly we're referring to the mental and emotional aspect of self-care. What we discussed before, how do I rest? What do I do for me to rest during my day? And you express some ideas as well.
This is important. This same point which you just mentioned, it's essential in emotional intelligence strategies, because at some certain moments during the day we should go for a recovery session with ourselves.
Yes.
There should be a time, let's say 5 minutes or 10 minutes of reflection, where like we can recover. Yes. We recap and recover, recharge our, let's say, energy, and try to put them in the right perspective and setup.
Correct. So it's part of the self-care process, and of course, self-care is anything that has to do also with self-acceptance, and other feelings that we may experience. Healthy boundaries are very, very big to be able to be kind to ourselves. We need to set, and we need to know how to set healthy boundaries. But I've seen in my experience so far, with coaching, that maybe 80% of my clients, let's say, challenges is to really be able to set healthy boundaries. Once we start doing that, then our life can transform. Self-compassion, I talked already about self-compassion. Self-compassion and self-acceptance. We are kind to ourselves when we practice self-compassion. We are kind to ourselves when we can be self-forgiving. And of course, when we surround ourselves with positivity, because if we are surrounding ourselves with negative only thoughts or negative only situation or negative people around us, this can really harm us. This can really harm us. So we need to make some conscious choices there on how we attract and how we surround ourselves with positivity. I discussed already for practicing mindfulness. Yes, mindfulness is one way to be kind to ourselves. And the last one, of course, gratitude is part of this, of being kind to ourselves. So if we want to really be grateful and be kindful and be mindful, we need to follow all these 7 ways in order to really achieve the best result that we can achieve and really be the best version of ourselves in order to transform. This is the only way to transform and really grow as persons, as personalities, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
Maybe it's a good habit for the 7th point, Tassos, to make an action plan every day. Like, for example, if you put in your brain, in your mind, I need to be I need to feel gratitude about 3 things today.
Yes.
Or I need to say thank you for 3 people.
Yes.
So that can be a practical exercise which helps us to commit to what we believe.
Yes, actually, this is a very good exercise. Thank you for that, Matthias. Yes, because only by just writing on an everyday basis or thinking or even writing 3 small things every day, 3 small things that we are grateful for, immediately this can make a huge difference in our life, huge difference in our days. Yes, only 3 things it's important to do. And it takes only maybe 1 minute, maybe less than 10 minutes or so, because we need to be practical as well, right, and efficient. So it takes maybe 1 minute to be grateful for 3 things every day. I have here some resources for you because some bonuses from my heart, as we say, right? And because also my coaching program is heart. So, and since we're talking about being grateful and being mindful, you know, you can take a screenshot if this helps you. Feel free to take a screenshot for these resources in case you need some support, and of course, reach out to me for whatever else is required. Is there anything else that you would have in mind before I take you to some other bonuses from my heart here? It would be something that we need to go dive a little bit deeper or not, or something that we need to clarify to provide some more clarity. Is there any way that I can support you or serve you today? So the bonuses from my heart for all of us here is that if you stay, we can do also live coaching for 15 minutes. If someone is a volunteer, can raise their hand and we can do live coaching in whatever challenge you may be facing. I just need 1 volunteer if you are up to it. And of course, all the rest will go off camera, and it will just be between the 2 of us, the volunteer and myself. So think about that. I can send you if you're not aware of my heart holistic coaching program, the free book. I have a free book that I can share with you. I'm more than happy to do so. Of course, you know, we can have a 30 minutes consultation call, you know, for your biggest challenge, because this can be a breakthrough by itself. Even a 30 minutes consultation call on our biggest challenge can be really a breakthrough. So I'm happy to offer that to anyone. Feel free to use me and engage in something like that. And here I have another bonus from my heart, which is about my program, my heart program. You can take a screenshot in what it means. You can share it as well if you wish. So my heart program is about being holistic, empowered, accepted, resilient, and transformed. So basically what I'm working on my program with my coaches here and my clients is how to start with a holistic approach in life on their challenges and on their objectives, on their goals and their aspirations, how to get empowerment around that, how to feel accepted through this process, how to be resilient, how to create this resilience that we talked about, and in the end, how to get to be transformed so they can feel the transformation within themselves, and they can see themselves from a point A to a point B and how they changed and they transformed and they grew, and the insights that they got and the information they got and all the support that they got since when they started the program and when they are ending this program. And usually this program is a duration of around 12 weeks. But there are also faster possibilities. I have for the moment right now my program, which I do for one-on-one intensive for 6 coaching sessions by 90 minutes each, which is you get weekly free support, resources, and exercises, and I charge it only $675 out of original $1,350. So if you wish to reach out, feel free, and I will be happy to give you more information on that. And I have a second program, by the way, which we can do. We can follow per coaching. So, for example, someone maybe wants to have a coaching program together with a friend or together with a husband or wife or some loved one or a friend, a close friend. And I offer again 50% discount of that, where we have the same 6 sessions by 90 minutes, again with weekly free support and resources and exercises for the price of $450 per person, out of the original price of $900.
Do you have programs for companies, for team programs?
Yes, I have also for companies, but then this is custom made R&D. I think it's R&D you're asking, right? R&D. Yes. So yes, I have for companies, for corporate coaching as well, or either for individuals or for small groups. I have a program, for example, for 4 persons, which can be like a small department, or 4 senior coaches, 4 senior managers, or C-suite executives, for example, which I call it 4x4. And it's 4 sessions by 4 people, 4 sessions for 4 people. Or it can be a group, or it can be a group,
or it's a private session.
Yeah, this could be a combination. It can start with the individual coaching session, and then it can be a group coaching session, because in this way, we achieve first some small awareness and insights on an individual basis, and then we gather the executives all together in a group. But then these executives need to have some kind of connection. For example, they can be C-suite level, which they have the same goals, objectives, visions for the company, so we need to integrate these, or it can be on a departmental base level. So, for example, you have one manager and the heads of the department, for example, or the other colleagues in the same department that they need more alignment and they need more holistic approach in what they're offering, what they're growing, what they're developing within their corporation. So yes, feel free to reach out for me for any information around this. And of course, it's also custom made and customized depending on the organization, depending on the needs of the executives, because it can be on a leadership level, for example, as I call it, leading by heart, my program, right? So leading by heart, it can be on a leadership level, or it can be in different levels.
Thank you.
Please, you're welcome, Areti, you're welcome. So if you wish to stay, and if you don't have any other questions, anyone volunteering? So there are 2 things here. I will give you a heads up. So one is the live coaching demo, and the other one is meditation. If we have a volunteer, I'm happy to do a live coaching demo for you now live. If we don't have a volunteer, I'm happy to offer gratitude guided meditation. And I was thinking of doing what Matthias suggested before. So Matthias, you were in my mind. Exactly. So you can vote.
I'm here just because you're speaking. I was engaged with family.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
I cannot leave the session.
I know we are very busy, and I know that you are very, very busy with your leadership coaching. in Qatar, and today is also a Friday, so it's a family day. I know that. So who is up to for a meditation? Let me see hands. If I see hands, I do it. If I don't see hands, I don't do it, but I can do it privately if you want on another session, on a private base, as you wish. Well, okay. No problem, Joanna. I'm not sure if you are here with us still. It's okay. No problem. Ah, Joanna, yes, you raised hand.
I'm here.
Yeah. You raised hand
I just
for?
want to say I'm here, but we expect some guests, so I can stay for until they arrive for the meditation. I mean,
if we run the meditation,
if you go ahead, I can stay until they arrive.
How long we have? We don't need more than 10 minutes.
I think we have 10 minutes.
10 minutes is okay. Anyone else?
If anyone else is interested.
Okay, I will. Αθανασία.
Ναι.
Γεια σου, Αθανασία.
Γεια σας.
Πότε μπήκες, δεν σε είδα.
Μπήκα μετά γιατί μου το έστειλε αρετή πιο μετά.
Α, τέλεια. Ωραία. Συγγνώμη, δεν γνωριστήκαμε. Συγγνώμη, ελπίζω να παρακολούθησες. Δεν ξέρω πόσο παρακολούθησες, γιατί δεν είχα καταλάβει ότι είχες μπει, γιατί δεν μπορούσα να δω όλους τους συμμετέχοντες. Sorry, Matthias. Sorry, we're talking in Greek for a quick.
No, absolutely fine. Enjoy.
Yes, Athanasia, please feel free. You wish to share something?
I don't know. I think it's what I can share is that the three things that we are grateful. No, the three things that you said to write it down every day.
Ah, yes.
That you mentioned. It was really supporting of me when I started doing it. And I stopped now, but I plan to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
It was really supporting. And also the meditation that I was doing, it was really supporting.
Mm-hmm. So you have experienced this, you mean? You've practiced this yourself, right?
Yeah, I try as much as possible.
Perfect. Amazing. Good. May I ask you something?
Yeah.
What stopped you from continuing?
Work. I didn't keep it while I was working a lot, and while I was traveling, I didn't do it. So it was.
So your priorities a little bit shifted.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you see value in this, then you're thinking of going back to that, right?
Yeah, probably I will digitalize it because I was doing it on a written handbook. So either I'm taking with me, I digitalize and I have it with me. So wherever I am, I can do it easily.
You feel it could work for you? It would facilitate, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, great. So when are you planning to start this again?
Tomorrow.
Oh, there you
even
go.
now.
Amazing.
We finish.
So you just witnessed, Athanasia. Sorry, I used you. I have to excuse myself.
Okay.
Apologize, but I used you for 3 main coaching questions, basically, just now.
Okay.
And here you see, because you just got accountable just now. You know, in the end, you just got accountable that you can start even tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for being so specific and so positive in this. Yeah, this is the objective of the coaching, of each coaching session. This is the outcome, to get our partner coachee to get accountable, to be accountable for a small step, a small action after a coaching session. So thank you.
I'm doing the same with my young people or my mentees.
Amazing. What are you engaged with, if I may ask?
I'm a sustainable trainer, and I'm working with youth, and I'm empowering them and supporting to be more sustainable.
Beautiful, amazing, great. Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you. Mentoring also youth.
Pleasure to meet you. And since we're doing a small networking here, Miss Kali, Miss Laskari, we're not introduced. I'm sorry.
Never mind. I came later, so it was. I didn't want to interrupt anyway.
Please feel free to share what you're engaged with, what was your opinion?
I am also a life coach. I am a women empowerment.
Great. So we have similar aspirations, right?
Yeah.
Similar objectives. Nice.
We do. But I would like to say that if you do the gratitude for sometimes, then it comes natural. I mean, it's so easy to wake up in the morning and have 3 things that you think that you are grateful for. That you don't need anymore to write them down or anything. It comes more than 3 if you start to do that. After a while, it's so easy. It comes. I mean, it gets easier and easier. I mean, in the beginning, yes, you think, why? Oh God, to be grateful because I have water in my shower. I mean, okay, good, okay. I didn't thought that first time, or that I have a house. Yeah, but you think that it is for granted, but it's not. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you have to be grateful for little things. This is the greatness of this. And after a while, it comes. You wake up in the morning and you thought, okay, I woke up. I'm grateful for that.
Correct. And it's very important what you're saying, Kali, if you excuse my singular person, because it's, for me, it's what I call it conditioning. It's conditioning, basically. We're conditioning the same way that we're conditioning our body when we are exercising, when we are training. The same thing is conditioning our minds and conditioning our emotions. And the same thing is conditioning with repetition and with consistency, basically. And we're conditioning also our spirit. For me, all these are interconnected anyway. That's why I'm into holistic coaching. So physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, they're so interconnected, and it's the same practice. As you said perfectly, I do credit your practice. If you practice gratitude every day, then it becomes so natural and so easy to apply, which you don't even consider. You don't even, but the subconscious and the energetic benefits are so strong, right, that you really then be able, and you're building this resilience that you need to build to face any kind of adversity, to face any kind of challenging emotions or situations. So great.
I think it's the same for a lot of things. I mean, you have said about noticing your own body or anything. I mean, you think sometimes, oh, now I need to find time for that. No, you don't need to find time for that. You have to do it again and again, and then it will come natural to do it. I mean, you need the time. I mean, Athanasia has said, I had no time now. I have to start again. No, you don't. You just now think 3 things that you are grateful. That's it. I mean, go on. That's it. And every time that you go down, you have just to go there again. To up. Now I have to do it. I mean, I have to be grateful for something. Let's see why what I have that I can be grateful for. And the same, it's not about your body. It's about your things that you are great to do it. I mean, that's your strong points. You have if you remind yourself your strong points, then they will come naturally. Anyway, I mean,
this is exactly what you're saying. This is the essence of being the empowerment, right? And the acting now. When I think of something, as I said before, out of these thousands of thoughts that we do during the day, if we are mindful and we can pick the right ones for us, and we can act immediately, we can make a difference.
Exactly.
As long as we act. If we don't act, we're just staying in the dreamland, in the fantasy land,
Yeah, but you don't have to think always, I don't have the time, because the time is now. I mean, do it.
Yes.
I mean, do it.
Exactly.
It's 5 minutes. It's not more, and you get a lot of benefits out of it. Thank you very much. It was very nice to be here.
Thank you. Appreciate.